How can you break out of your 9-to-5 job by taking properties like this, and like this that you don't own? I'm Liam Hitchens, welcome back to our channel, and we're going to be showing you how you can do this in the next 10 minutes. So let's take this property for example that we've just took on. It's been running for about a month. It took us about a week to set up, and in total it was about 2-3 weeks from when we viewed the property to when we picked the keys up to when we had our first guest check in. We run this property as an Airbnb. So what we've done, we've put 3,600 down. That's your first month's rent. We've then put another 6.5, 7k down on furniture, on linen, on dressing the property, just staging it so it becomes appealing for guests to book. And this property is based in Bristol, in Clifton, and we're mainly targeting mid or short to mid-term stays, pushing more towards the mid-term stays. And this is when they're staying for 2, 3 to 6 months at a time, but they're paying a nightly rate. Normally it's groups of contractors, this type of thing. And by doing this, you're going to push your nightly occupancy or your monthly occupancy up, and therefore getting more of a profit. But how do you find these properties? Why would landlords do that, I hear you say? So where can you find them? Well, you can find them on Rightmove, Open Rent, Spare Room, going into agencies, building a network and letting people know what you're doing. And then the reason a landlord would do this is they may have had bad tenants in, they don't really want to deal with the maintenance side, which is, we cover that. We cover all the maintenance, or up to a certain amount, mainly like the cosmetic side of stuff. They don't want to deal with the tenant issues and all that. They've got one tenant for 3 to 5 to 10 years. Quickly go back through the steps that you would need to take to firstly acquire the property, then set up the property. One more. And then get it live. So number one, you're going to be going through Rightmove, you're going to be going through Open Rent, you're going to be talking to landlords, you're going to be building a network, and this is going to put you in the right room to be able to get that first property. You're then going to go and view the property. One thing I would suggest is don't just go to view a property without telling them what you intend on doing, and that would be you're renting the property under a company let or under a company, and you rent it out to guests or clients on a mid-term basis. Number 3 is do your due diligence, and this would be looking into the area, going on AirDNA, checking comparables on Airbnb and Booking.com, making sure you know roughly what the bills are going to be. Obviously you're not going to know completely until you actually take it on. And then make sure it's going to be at least breaking even at 50% occupancy a month, which is 15 nights of the month after you're cleaning, after you're linen, all of that type of thing. Then let's say you've got your property and we're going to move into point 4. And point 4 would be kind of planning it out. So you want to plan out what each room's going to be, what you're going to do, kind of that interior design of the property. What walls are going to have feature walls. And then once you've done this, you want to start ordering your stuff as long as the contracts are signed. Order your furniture, beds, sofas. The big items always order first because they take quite a while, sometimes 2, maybe 3 weeks to get these items delivered. If you're not in the area and you can't get access, or you don't have a unit nearby, it may pay to get them delivered to where you live, and then hire a truck to go up to that property and just hit it in one go. There's going to be little bits that you're going to have to pick up whilst you're staging. There always is, oh, this looks better, or this looks better, oh, I want this on this wall looks a bit bare. But once you've got that set up, you then want to get a photographer in. So get a photographer, sometimes a videographer, just to push that a little bit more. I know Airbnb, I believe, now has a feature where you can put videos on. And then if you're going to have your own website, you can put this on there as well and put it across social medias. The last thing is getting your listing set up. And this can be done from as soon as you sign the contracts. With photos, you can get some photos just of the property. Make sure you put on the top line of the description that professional photos are coming at this date, or whenever you're going to be, the date before you're going live, or you can take guests. And you'll get bookings. If it's in a decent location, you may have to lower the price slightly, but by doing this, you give yourself a deadline, you push yourself, right, it needs to be done, and you've got guests ready to come in. And then obviously the last thing is enjoy your guests coming in, enjoy making your money, and once you've got that one set up, we hope to see you getting your second one.